Hey, welcome back to Bottle Buddies, second episode. My name's Mason.
And I am Curtis. Yeah?
Yeah, I mean, you're
like
Curtis.
that, yeah.
And it's what you were telling me before the podcast is it looked like you had a little fuck up on our first episode that you would like to correct.
Yes, definitely. So, just to get a little insight, I know I kind of used the disclaimer as, oh, well, it's got to be 1% correct. But one thing I really want to correct was the little topic about Brian Cullen. One, I pronounced his name wrong. I think I said Ryan Callen, and that's just totally wrong.
Ryan Callen.
I was drunk, and then two, his name is Brian Cullen, and then on top of that, what I was trying to cite was Bill Burr. So the Bill Burr episode, it happened like 3 months ago, and he was the one that was talking about how, you got to give so many people. He basically said that
It was a spoiler warning.
Yeah, it was a spoiler alert. You got to give so much people so much time before they listen to these things and watch these episodes of certain shows. And he was talking about Breaking Bad, which I know we were talking about Breaking Bad last episode.
Spoiler.
Basically, that's just what I really wanted to correct. It was Bill Burr. That's who I was quoting. But yeah, I mean, that's why I said 1% correct, and it was basically a disclaimer.
Yeah,
it was whatever. It was a catch-all.
And here's what I'll say. Like I said, last week, 3:30 in the morning, we're already damn near 6 drinks in.
Definitely.
All we wanted to do was talk into a microphone and make sure we had the capability to actually post this on the internet and have some fun with it. It was kind of an experimental thing, so we're going to try to keep structure from here on out. A little bit of structure. I mean, it's still we're drinking. Yeah, we're still drinking.
Well, we're on that topic. What are we drinking tonight?
Literally just Bud Lights because this was a last minute thing.
Yeah,
I drank your last Bud Light Lime.
Yeah, and
I came into your house, I drank your beer, and I'll probably take a shit in your toilet and I'll leave after this podcast.
I mean, that's totally fair.
It's not.
I mean, whatever.
Yeah.
No, we totally went and we're gonna cook dinner from a friend and some shit, and so we just bought 2 12-packs, and we're like, you know what?
You brought 2 12-packs and you already have only 4 beers in the fucking fridge?
No, there's more Bud Lights. We drank
There's not that many.
We drank all the Bud Light Limes. Look,
I drank all the Bud Light Limes.
If worst comes to worst, we've got some Jack and Coke.
No.
Yeah.
I'll
even let you
If
pour
all
it
you
yourself.
have is Jack and Cokes, then you have a friend that goes home. I'm not an
Yeah,
alcoholic.
look, I mean, whatever.
Okay.
Oh, you're not an alcoholic? Okay.
I'm just
All right, sure.
All I am is a bottle buddy.
Look, all I'm saying is Jack comes in a bottle.
Jack does come in a bottle.
So, bottle buddies.
You ever had Jack and Pepsi?
No.
It's better.
That sounds really weird.
Jack and Pepsi is better because it's sweeter. But anyway, we're going to get off topic. So, here's what I did. I found some stories that I found were interesting. None of them are controversial. I guess you could say that. None of them affect your lives, but they made me chuckle.
All right. Yeah.
And so I'll just kind of talk about them, and it'll be kind of fun. And we'll sit here. We'll have kind of it'll probably be a quicker episode, but whatever. So do you want
It'll be less than 43 minutes probably.
Maybe. So do you want to tap your bottle with my bottle?
Oh yeah, definitely. Introduction to Bottle Buddies. We gotta have the classic clink.
Clink. Okay.
Hell yeah.
So I don't know what I want to start with. So okay, you guys have you ever heard of Komodo Dragon Island?
Is that where all the islands or the island?
Is that where Komodo dragons live?
Is that the island where all the Komodo dragons are?
Yes.
Oh my god.
How did you know?
Oh,
so anyway,
it sounds
they have
so
this
descriptive.
fucking island with a bunch of Komodo, Komodo fucking. It's called Komodo Dragon Island.
Oh god.
January 2020, they're closing it down to tourism.
Okay. First of all,
Indonesia.
Okay.
They're in Indonesia.
Why are they closing it down?
Tourists are stealing. No, poachers and tourists are stealing Komodo dragons.
For what reason? To have as like pets or what?
No. So here, let me get you caught up. They're used for their leather.
Used for their leather?
Fashion, furniture, and jewelry and talismans. That's what it's used for. They're selling them on the market for 500 million rupees,
Okay,
which is about
do the conversion.
36,000 American dollars.
And that's all they're doing it for. I feel like I could do something that is so much worthwhile for $36,000 besides kill another animal. And
Have you ever had Komodo dragon leather?
no,
Then shut the fuck up. You have no idea what you're talking about.
But you know what?
These things are dinosaurs.
But that's such. Oh God.
But here's the thing. I think it's a good idea.
How? Okay, explain yourself.
To close it down?
Oh yeah, definitely. Because if you're just having a bunch of poachers and you're having a bunch of people that just come in and fucking steal those Komodo dragons, then yeah, definitely. Because those, I feel like those are those protected species?
I don't think yet. But if we keep this island open,
Well, yeah.
because what, like we basically killed all the rhinos or white rhinos in like a certain area, and I think that we had to protect them. So, I mean, Komodo dragons. I mean, like, but here's the thing: how drunk do you have to be to go to this island and basically wrestle a dinosaur to take it back to land? And here's the best part.
Especially when their saliva, apparently their saliva is poisonous.
It's one of the most dangerous. It's probably the most dangerous reptile on the fucking planet. And the best part is, some people just buy them as trophies. Like, they just fucking stuff them and put them in their house.
That's just so sad.
But here's the thing: if you're gonna trophy something, fucking go kill it.
Yeah.
Don't buy it.
Don't live it and make it suffer and torture it by fucking keeping it in your chicken coop.
I don't know what any of that
Whatever.
meant,
I
whatever.
mean, but yeah.
But my thing is, it's like, if you went to Africa and shot a lion, which I do not condone, but if you did that, then okay, like, stuff it, put it in your house, whatever. Yeah, hey, I killed that fucker. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
But, like, why would you buy something off the black market to just stuff it and put it in your house? Like, you didn't do anything with it.
Well, I agree. So Katie just showed me this thing, and that's why you're a little bit stuttering. So apparently, the reason that a lot of people are killing them is because they have been attacking Indonesian villages, and they have shark-like teeth, and obviously their saliva is poisonous. But they've been attacking villages, and that's why they've been. It's almost like a revenge type
It's
thing.
Komodo Dragon Island. Don't build a fucking village in Komodo Dragon Island. I get it if you're in the middle of Africa and the fucker comes up and attacks your village, but don't go to Komodo Dragon fucking tourist attraction and steal their shit.
I mean,
that's like me going to Universal and stealing the Jaws mechanic off the fucking Jaws ride. Like, what are you... Like, okay.
Yeah, I mean, no. I totally understand what you're saying.
A shark killed my son.
I'm gonna
Fuck
kill
sharks.
every single shark ever. No, I totally agree with that, because that seems a little silly on the part of the Indonesians, because you live on that island where it's literally named.
And maybe it's on that island. Like, I don't want to say
it's
it.
It's got to be at least 1% correct.
Yeah, and then you're gonna make a correction next week. But here's the thing: it's just one of the things where I'm happy to see this.
To where they're shutting down.
Yeah,
a
because
tourist site,
I understand it's a problem, and I can't think of a thing that humans haven't fucked up. So it's nice for them. I don't know why they're waiting until 2020 to do it. Maybe they got to squeeze out that last what is it called, rupee or whatever they're fucking. Whatever.
Okay, but what on the dollar?
Rupee.
You already converted like the whatever.
I'm not gonna tell you what
to rupee.
Yeah.
Like, how does that convert on like a
1-to-1 scale?
Yeah, like 1-to-1 scale.
Fuck you. That's how it converts.
All right, whatever.
I'm not gonna look that up right
Okay.
now. I just looked up 500. Yeah, Katie, fact check it. Because all I did, I just typed in 500. If you want an exact number, it's like $35,263.
Oh God.
That's how much 500 million rupees go for. That's like
5 million to 300. You said 36,000.
It's fucking Indonesia.
That's a.
I could take my 20. Yeah, there you go.
Okay, so
14 cents on the dollar.
No, not even 14 cents. It's 0.014.
That's 14
cents. That's 1 cent on the dollar of what rupees? Is that what you called it?
Rupee or whatever.
Or how do you pronounce it?
Yeah. Rupia. It's how it sounds.
It is literally on 1 rupia. It is 0.014 United States dollars. So it's almost 1 cent.
Yeah, that was always my favorite.
Well, it's a little bit above 1 cent.
That was always my favorite drawn together joke. They were like, "Oh, for killing the most beautiful prostitute in Mexico, the fine for getting out of jail will be 400 billion pesos, which is like 26 American dollars." Okay, so that was fun. Do you have anything you want to add? Do you like animals?
So when it comes to that type of thing, I think of zoos.
Zoos, okay.
Yeah, and I understand some of the zoos that are trying to do like a what's the word? Rehabilitation. Yes. Thank you. Rehabilitation on the animals where they're not really fit for the wild. However, most zoos are just like
Indonesian zoos.
Yeah, they're just a fucking sight attraction where you're like, oh my god, that's so cool.
This panda bear, I can see it.
Yeah, exactly. But at the same time, like, I feel like zoos, for the most part, are just the attraction-seeking, money-making things where they see exotic animals and stuff like that. But when it comes down to it,
so you like Steve Irwin's zoo?
Yeah,
the one catch and release,
the Australian where they're like a circus.
Where they have like elephants and like
where
Dumbo.
Where they're not very kind to the animals and stuff like that. I don't support those types of zoos.
No.
That's just a little ridiculous.
2019, Curtis does not support animal abuse.
Right.
Okay.
Sure.
Thank God. Okay, so that was fun.
Mm-hmm.
So I have a few that we probably won't have a lot of comments on, but I figured it'd be fun. They did an interview with Africa's richest man. So $5 at least.
Oh God!
No,
yeah, you just had to pay him a couple bucks.
No, okay. So anyway,
he's like a 2-cent hole.
I'm gonna butcher this, and I'm not saying that the interview was recent. Okay, the interview was probably recent. His story that he told wasn't recent. Alico Dangati. That's the best I can fucking do.
Can I see it?
Yeah, sure. Alico Dangoti. Okay.
Sure, yeah.
I don't want to get on the racist
Okay.
level. So anyway, he took out $10 million from his bank.
Okay.
To look at it.
To look at what?
The money. He just took the money home.
Out of what country?
Africa.
Oh, okay. So
he's the richest man in Africa. He went to the bank.
He took all the money out of his bank.
No, not all the money. $10 million. He's rich. That was a joke earlier when I said, he's legitimately the richest man in Africa, according to this article. He took $10 million out, took it home, stacked it on a table in his living room, and looked at it.
And would he take a picture of it?
No, he just looked at it. Because
Lil Wayne would?
Yeah, so here's the thing. How much money have you ever held in your hand, like physically a hand?
Well, I will say by personal experience, the most I ever held in my hand was like $7,000.
Yeah. Did it make you feel good?
I felt pretty cool.
Yeah, it made you feel pretty cool. So can you imagine having $10 million on
the funny thing about that is it's not as big as what you would think it would be. 10 million.
Okay.
It's going to fill a bunch of briefcases, but it's not like some ginormous stack from your coffee table to the ceiling type of shit. Where most people would think like, oh my God, that's going to sit from the ground all the way. If I stacked it up in like 4x4 squares, it's going to stack all the way to the ceiling.
No.
It's really not that big.
What if you put it in ones?
Well, then fuck yeah, it'd fill your whole goddamn living room.
Yeah, so there you go.
But if you put it in hundreds,
so you're right.
Like most people
and I'm right.
do. Yeah, most. Okay. Yeah.
So we both have a fucking.
Right.
But here's the thing. He said. But he said that the reason he did it is because when you're becoming rich, that first million feels like a huge stepping stone. Everything after that, he said, felt dull, like it was just a number on a screen.
Yeah.
And so he needed to bring it home. Excuse me. Thank you. And he needed to bring it home to like make not just reinstate in his mind
That he actually had.
That was like, this is real money.
Like,
this isn't
real.
a number on a
So
screen.
it was like that Chris Rock stand-up where he's like, well, any second someone is coming to my home and be like, oh, well, this isn't yours.
Yeah.
Ha ha ha.
Yeah.
Like, you actually thought that you lived here?
Yeah.
Like that type of thing.
Yeah, and then next week he's going to be like, it wasn't Chris Rock, it was Chris Brown. Like, so stupid.
Chris Rock had a stand-up where he was like, man, I have a bag packed next to my door just in case some white guy comes in here. He's like, man, Chris Rock, you really thought you lived here?
Yeah.
Haha, what a joke on you. And like, get out of here.
Get out of here,
And
you.
so, and like he had the back, that was like part of his stand-up or whatever.
Chris, yeah, I love him. But yeah, so like, I just started to think, like, you know, the most I've ever held in my hand is about 6,000, so about 1,000 off of you, and I felt fucking great.
Yeah,
I felt like
cool.
I could. I felt like
I was
could
about to
kick
spend
in a
that
door.
$7,000.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't have
I'm
it
a lawyer,
long.
but all right.
Yeah, okay, well, I spent mine on a car, so I have something to show for it. I guess you have your freedom.
Yeah, yeah, that's for sure.
But and yeah. But the thing is I don't know. I just thought, like, man, you wheelbarrow this $10 million,
Dude,
back to
like
your
almost wheelbarrow, yeah.
Yeah, and like apparently Africa has this like crazy like thing with like money. It's too much to like actually get into on the podcast, and I don't want to. But it was crazy to me to think like you need to get that stuff back.
$1 million is 22 pounds. 22 pounds.
1
like
million
in weight.
100s.
in
yes.
100s. One. You said how much?
22 pounds.
22 pounds in all hundreds.
Oh my.
Well, and-
10 kilos. Okay.
And like just a side story off of that, there was, and I cannot quote me, and I cannot tell you where I saw it. It was just on TV. I can't even tell you the show. But I believe there was a bank robbery where they put money in the bags and couldn't lift them into the van because
because it's too heavy.
Yeah, they didn't realize how much that shit adds up. And so, like, that's
I don't
funny.
mean to. Hold on, I'm gonna totally sidetrack on this, and it was so funny. And I think we talked about it last week when I was watching
Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad.
Breaking
It
Bad.
was when the DEA agent, Agent Schrader, was helping move Walter White out of his wife's house. Well, wife's house. It was his house, but anyways, they were going through a divorce, and he was helping him move. And there was this black bag full of cash, and
I know what
Agent
you're saying.
and what was it? Hank Schrader.
Yeah, it
was
was
like,
Schrader.
It was like, come on, Walt. And, you know what's in this bag?
Because
Like, why is it so heavy?
he's moving the
he's
bag and trying to
he's
get
like,
in the
look,
trunk.
Yeah, he's like,
And
look,
it's
I've
heavy as fuck.
I've got the bag. Like, you're going through chemo, blah blah blah. Like, I've got it. And he's like, man, this is really heavy. He's like, Walt, what's in this bag? And he's like, $600,000 in cash.
And he's just like,
He just kinda,
good one, Walt.
Yeah, he just kind of looked at Walt. He's like, huh, yeah, that's funny. Ha ha ha. He threw it in the back of his trunk or whatever. But he was being true. Like, yeah, he felt like it was cinder blocks in a bag.
No, and like there's completely serious. I mean, like when it comes to like water, paper, you add that shit up and it goes like crazy. So I have another story.
Yeah,
It's gonna take 5 seconds.
Okay.
Heinz ketchup. Heinz.
Oh god, not Gold's. Heinz.
Yeah, Heinz. The company Heinz is releasing Kranch.
Kranch.
Yes.
Ketchup ranch.
Yeah.
Oh god. Oh god.
You've never mixed ketchup and
No,
ranch?
but that's.
How about ketchup and mayo?
Hold on, because one,
Yeah, there you go.
I really don't like ketchup. It's too sour.
It's okay.
It's
a fruit.
I truly do like tomatoes by
Okay.
themselves.
Okay.
But
I'm the
ketchup-
opposite.
But ketchup is just so. It's super. It doesn't taste like tomatoes at all.
Well, yeah, that's the
I
good
feel
part
like
because tomatoes taste like ass.
if it was like tomato sauce, like kind of like marinara or something like that, I probably would really like it.
Well-
which I do like marinara for like mozzarella sticks and shit like that.
Well, if Kranch works out, they might release Heinz.
but
marinara.
yeah, like Kranch. I mean, I'll give it the benefit of the doubt. Kranch might be really good, totally.
yeah,
But I don't like ketchup.
that's fine.
Gold's, Heinz, it doesn't fucking matter.
Well, this isn't for you.
Oh,
Apparently, you can just stick.
Speaking of
I'm
Gold's,
Curtis.
I was saying, isn't there a distribution plant like 60 miles east of here?
Maybe.
Yeah, it's on like
you
on
wanna-
your way to Muncie. If you take 26.
Do you want to go work?
I
for
really
Kranch?
don't really need to talk about all that, but there's a Gold distribution plant here.
I said Heinz, not Gold.
Yeah, I know, that's why I brought up Gold's. Anyways, it's all about Heinz because they're making up a fucking. Oh, is it gonna be some kind of pink crazy flavor like they had the?
No,
fucking,
but I did.
Do you
have
remember
that.
Do you remember the crazy ketchup?
And
they
I
had
thought
like
it,
the green and
yeah,
purple. Fucking,
I thought it was cool, and then I look at pictures and I realized I was a fucking idiot because I don't know how.
Why is that?
Because it's purple. Name one thing that's purple. Name a food that's fucking blue, Curtis.
Like a red onion or
blueberries? Did you just say blueberries?
No,
they're fucking purple, Katie.
like a red onion or like a red grape.
Is red blue?
Okay, hold on. They also call green grapes white grapes
because they're stupid.
Yes, I'm agreeing with you.
Uh-huh.
No need to get it so aggressive.
So, are you saying that you miss purple ketchup?
No, I'm just saying that they might be named. I understand it was literally purple, and they were naming it purple because it was purple. But there might have been calling it purple because it's like, well, we call grapes red, and they're.
Do you know what the color of Kranch is going to be?
What?
Whitish red.
Orange?
No.
I mean, I feel like if you mix white and red together, you get orange.
White and red together, it would dilute it and make it.
Yeah. I mean, okay, yeah. I can see that.
If you mix mayo and ketchup, which a lot of people do,
it's
like
more secret sauce from fucking Step Brothers or what?
Sure. I don't know.
My dad's king of the castle. He can have all the sauce he wants.
I beat your dad.
The fancy sauce.
It's called
fancy sauce.
They call McDonald's ketchup fancy sauce. Or
really?
fancy ketchup. I think that's what it is.
What are you talking about? The Big Mac sauce?
No.
Where it's really just a Thousand Island dressing?
I like Thousand Island.
I like a Thousand Island. But you don't need to name it fucking Big Mac sauce. Mac sauce or whatever.
Yes, you do.
No, you don't.
Okay, we need to
literally go. The only sauce you really need to name that's from McDonald's is from Rick and Morty.
Oh, Szechuan?
The Szechuan sauce, which I think...
I still have.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Katie.
Okay.
We still have one of those little tiny containers that it comes in.
I have two.
We have one in our junk drawer.
What
happened to it?
I don't know.
I have two.
I'm pretty sure we have one left. Is still in there. Because Julia did. Oh. Julia, our old friend, brought us. She used to work at McDonald's, and she brought us one of those. She brought us two, and I used one. I totally just scratched the mic.
Okay.
But she brought us two so I could taste one of them. And it was amazing.
Well,
it was like a mix between barbecue sauce and soy sauce.
But you brought the first one I ever had. You brought it to me at my job.
Yes, I remember that because
you texted me.
I was about to go to the gym.
I was incredibly busy, and you texted me.
I was like, dude, come try this because no, we have it. It's somewhere.
Well, we'll find it later.
Anyways, regardless of that matter, I texted you and I was like, hey, do you want to try this? Because it literally just came out that day. I was either going to the gym and I was reading something, or I just came out of the gym and I read something. I was like, look, this literally came out today at McDonald's. And then Kokomo Tribune, or whatever the news website for Kokomo
that was it.
is. The Kokomo Tribune was like, hey, McDonald's is apparently only having this type of sauce at select McDonald's, and it was that one right next to my gym. And I was like, look, I'll go pick up a 10-piece. I'll come by Med Express where you work.
Yep.
And I'll drop it off, and we're going to try it together, right?
Yeah,
because Katie felt super left out. She's like, oh my God, I can't believe, like, you didn't try this with me.
To be fair, your wife is extremely jealous.
Yeah.
Of me.
Of you.
Yeah. but I will go on record and say this on episode 2 of Bottle Buddies. That is still the most romantic thing anyone has ever done for me, is bring a thing of Szechuan sauce and chicken nuggets to my job during flu season, because it was very busy. I left probably 5-6 kids that were depending on me to get their medicine to come try Szechuan sauce. So thank you for that.
Yeah,
and
it was delicious.
Yeah.
It was like a mix between soy sauce and some kind of other sauce.
It was great. It tasted like spicy fucking Asians.
Yeah, it was Asian kind of sauce.
Yeah.
I mean, it was good.
It was Szechuan sauce.
If I was more proficient in my palate, maybe I'd be able to describe it better. But
you're not.
It was
and I'm
really
not
good.
Either.
Yeah.
So we'll move on.
Yeah.
Because that was fun. See, that was just Kranch. It was
you brought up Kranch, and we talked about all that bullshit.
And that's what I'm talking about. This is why this works.
Yeah, definitely.
So anyway, what do I want to talk about next? So a cop around in Michigan. Okay. This was the headline. All right. You have to click on it to get the full story.
So some clickbait, right?
Yeah. It's always clickbait.
Where the website.
I mean, it was true. This is true.
But they sell their clicks.
Yeah. So here's the headline. Okay. Cop attends breathalyzer training, too drunk to drive.
Oh God!
So he came. This cop
Oh, God.
He goes to give breathalyzer training to understand your wife is running away.
All right.
He blew a 0.8
That's the legal limit, isn't it?
in Michigan.
Right there.
Yeah,
No, that's in every state, isn't
But,
it?
okay,
It's-
I don't
mean,
know.
more or less.
It said in Michigan.
0.8.
Yeah, so, but the thing is,
Unless you have a CDL.
but see, that was the headline.
Uh-huh.
Just cop attends to breathalyzer training too drunk to drive. So immediately you think,
Yeah,
like,
that's clickbait, man.
Yeah,
I'm
but you
like,
think
damn,
of it-
I'm
you-
about to see this.
Yeah, but you think of a cop like stumbling in and be like, "All right, bitches, we're gonna learn."
Yeah, like he's slurring his words.
But
blah,
no,
blah,
it
blah.
was a 0.8. He was the first one to be like, "I'm gonna show you how to use this," and the cop did it to him or something like that. I'm assuming, and then it was just like, "You're drunk." Like, I'm not drunk. He's like, "You're a 0.8," and so the cop's name wasn't released. It was in Michigan, but it was just a fun fucking like little thing. It's like
Yeah.
if you're going to give a breathalyzer fucking
You would
training
think
seminar,
you wouldn't show up drunk to it. What? Okay, so I got to branch off of this.
Okay.
So, when I was going through, if anyone's in the military, they know what MEPS is. NEPS. You go through MEPS and you go through like your basic health screening, basically, to see if you're healthy enough to join the military. Well, when I went through MEPS, and there's this portion where you do your breathalyzer, and I had to piss so fucking bad.
I kind of do too.
Oh my god. No, if you want to go piss, I'll tell.
Oh
the
no,
story.
I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait.
All right. So you, oh my god, like I can't even believe we were all in this classroom. We all had like the high school like wrapped around desk, hard desks where like they're wrapped around like here, and they're like like the square ones. Or
Describe it to me so the people can't.
Well,
see
yeah,
it.
you know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about. Anyways, we're all sitting in those type of desks, and they're like, all right, well, we're going to have your breathalyzer, and then we're going to teach you about alcohol side effects, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, all right, well, we got about 10 minutes until we're going to start this breathalyzer test. I raised my hand, and normally I try to stay under the radar.
Yeah.
But I was like, hey, Sergeant, I'm about to piss my pants. Can I take this fucking breathalyzer, like, right now?
Yeah.
He's like, no. You need to wait, like, until I start this. Like, it's a class. Like, you have to wait. I was like, no, like, legitimately, either we start this test right now, or I'm about to piss all over this floor. I obviously I didn't say that. I was like, look,
But I thought it real
But
fucking
no,
loud.
yeah, but I was like, I'm like, sorry, I'm about to piss my pants. Like, I said that portion. I was like,
Yeah.
look, I'm about to piss my pants. He's like, all right, whatever, Altman. Like, we'll do you real quick, and then we'll go over this shit, and then we'll do the rest of the class. I was like, all right, cool, whatever. Like, give me it real quick. And he gives it to me, obviously 0.00.
Yeah.
And then I go and piss, and then I come back. I wait outside the classroom. I didn't hear any. I didn't hear any of the class. I just heard him like teaching it, and I was just like, "Oh, that fucking sucks for you guys."
Yeah, see, because I had breathalyzer training at Med Express, and like it is the most boring fucking thing in the
Yeah.
world. And the best part is like when they're training you, you don't show up drunk like this fucking
No.
officer did. You just spray the shit in your mouth. To like, at least that's what he did. He's like, I'm gonna show you how you fucking pass a test, and like he just the person sprayed some shit in their mouth to like register as alcohol. And so this guy, I mean, honestly, I feel like he should get a promotion because he went above and beyond.
Wait, hold on. So you said you spray like some shit to test positive?
Yeah.
For the breathalyzer?
Yeah, because like what they did was like, at least when I was getting my breathalyzer training, is obviously the woman, it was a woman that was training me wasn't drunk. Mm-hmm. But to pass my test, I had to find someone. I had to test on someone that was drunk.
Oh, I
and
see
so
you.
the thing was, it was just like this replicates
Okay.
alcohol reading.
What I was thinking was that you were saying they sprayed it in their mouth and then they passed because they were drunk.
No,
Which I was
no,
gonna
no.
say, like,
That
no
sounds
matter
amazing.
no matter what Listerine or fucking toothpaste you brush your teeth with, all it comes down to is the blood capillaries out of your lungs with that alcohol giving off of the capillary.
Yeah.
Whatever. I can't think of the word right now. But anyways, the blood transitioning from your lungs to your actual blood system. like, there's no way to fool.
Yeah, no.
There's no way to
Coming from two
fool.
people that drink together almost weekly, you can't beat a breathalyzer.
You
Don't fucking
cannot.
try it. I've breathalyzed so many fucking people
Exactly.
in my career.
There's
no way to fucking
no matter
beat it.
what fucking Listerine or breath spray you spray in your mouth, like, it all comes from your lungs. And
Yeah.
so
Yeah, it's just one of those. Like after the story, just pause it. And then it's just you're not gonna be able to like ever beat it. Like they say, like what's the rumor, like pennies under your tongue or something like that, or like chew
some
gum.
stupid. You were talking about first episode or like urban legends.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Yeah, like that would be like an urban legend where you'd be like, oh well, you got to do this, and then like pickle juice with Jameson. You won't ever like, but whatever.
But see, and like I said, that was fun. So next story, and I'll get into it in just a sec. Hey, sorry about that. If there was a weird recording glitch or like a weird soundtrack, that was me. I was about to piss my pants because I've been nothing but slamming beers for the last 10 minutes.
Damn straight.
Yeah, that's what we do. Anyway, so
bottle buddies.
Couple more stories because I'm an idiot and I just like to look up weird stuff. So here's a good one. You ever have anything that you found out what it was or how it was made and you decided you didn't want to eat that thing anymore?
Well, I mean, kind of like the History Channel where he's like, you know, how it's made.
Sure, but like, I mean, like, okay, so like for a lot of people, I never really liked hot dogs.
Okay.
I never really liked hot dogs, and people, if you say you don't eat hot dogs, people immediately say like, oh, what, you found out how it was made and now you don't eat it anymore? Like, no, I thought they were fucking gross, but then you find out that hot dogs were made out of the reject parts of animals that are grinded up into a paste.
Okay.
So, yeah, so like, but here, so I guess what I was getting at, have you ever had a food like that? Or are you just kind of down for whatever?
I will say tofu, I was like, you know, what the fuck is that shit?
Yeah.
But then I watched, me and Katie watched
How it was made?
a Netflix. No, it wasn't specifically how it was made, but it was, it was a Netflix special on. It was similar to like Chef's Table or some kind of foodie fucking documentary, but they went into this deep ass process of how tofu was made.
Yeah.
And me and Katie had tofu at that one
The
Japanese restaurant
the time
down in
we went
Carmel, and it was so good.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I can't describe how good that tofu was.
It was so good.
But really, tofu, when it comes down to it, it's just soy.
Yeah, I mean, that's all it is. It's flavor and soy.
Soy, solid milk, soy protein, whatever you want to call it. I don't really know because I really can't quote the show that was on or whatever, but it was, oh my god, that tofu.
So
it
there's
was
really
deep
not
fried.
though.
Yeah,
I mean,
besides that, like there's really nothing.
Okay, so that's fine. So here's the story: a popular Russian candy bar was made with a secret ingredient:
okay.
blood.
Ugh.
Yeah.
All
So
right.
the fucking whole thing was this candy bar.
But if you think about steaks and shit,
No, that's fine. That's fine. And, you know, if
Okay.
you want a little bloody, that's fine. But, you know, people read this. You know, my dad thinks that there's fucking fetuses in Diet Coke because he's a conspiracy theorist.
Oh, God.
So the thing is like, it was listed as black food albumin or whatever. I don't
let me see the word.
It's fucking a Russian
God, you have like
albumin.
Where-
I'm sorry. That's what I was looking for. Albumin. I'm sorry. I've been
Okay.
drinking. So anyway, that translates to blood.
Okay.
So it was just a fucking candy bar, but it was infused with cow blood.
Okay.
And it's a Russian. They described the candy bar as having a metallic aftertaste.
Yeah, I mean, I could see that
Yeah.
because if you ever like, this might sound weird, but if you ever like get a cut on your hand or your arm or whatever, and you like kind of lick it or like suck on it or whatever, you get that metallic
Or if you run a
iron
lot,
taste.
It was
to
from the Soviet era.
Okay.
And so now there's like this kind of uproar about it because you never knew, and so now they're saying there's this whole era of Russian children, and I can't pronounce the candy bar because I can't read Russian, like.
Me neither.
Yeah, and I don't think anyone's gonna. But like, there's this whole era that grew up basically eating cow blood at some point, and like,
Okay.
but no, I was in the same boat as you because I was like, well, I get my steaks medium rare.
Yeah, I mean,
And,
like
I
you
didn't give a
you
shit.
get all the blood from fucking steaks.
Yeah.
I mean that's not weird.
Yeah, but here's
because
the
we
thing.
had steaks last night.
I don't know. I wasn't here.
Yeah, like
I'm gonna like intrude on this conversation.
yeah, me and Katie had steaks.
It's different, like when it comes from like that source, though, because you have a steak and you would like assume that, like, of course, it's gonna have blood in it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But if you have like a candy bar, like that's not. It doesn't
Yeah,
belong
yeah,
there.
and see, that was my
Yes,
that's
okay.
also my thing. And so I was wondering if like
like chocolate and nougat,
So
and
if
that doesn't belong with blood.
So like right now, if you figured out that Bud Light was infused with like goat's blood or something like that, like I mean, it's kind of hard to be like, I don't think I would care because it tastes fine. But like, do you think you would feel a little bit fucking like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, why the fuck? Like,
I mean, a little bit.
It's made with tit milk. You know what
definitely.
I mean?
Like, I feel like I would be a little skeptical about Bud Light if they were like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, we don't make our beer with corn syrup,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
we make it with goat blood.
Dilly dilly.
I feel like
Yeah.
dilly, but I feel like it would be a little weird.
Yeah,
But at the same time, it doesn't taste weird.
yeah.
So I'd be totally cool with it.
Yeah, but-
just because, okay, I'm gonna interrupt you real quick.
You didn't.
Okay, so when I made a couple years ago, I made spaghetti consistently with deer meat,
Okay.
and I fed it to a child that didn't know any different between the beef or the deer meat, the venison.
Where's the beef?
Yeah, exactly. Whereas I could tell it was a little bit more gamey.
Uh-huh.
It wasn't beef.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't.
But basically, you were
meat
feeding
mariner.
him something he didn't realize.
Yeah,
he was
exactly.
eating.
He didn't realize it was deer, and he was like, "Dude, that's I mean, it's delicious ass spaghetti."
Yeah.
I mean, it was totally cool, and that's how I feel like most people are like. They don't get described what it's made out of,
Yeah.
and they're like, "Oh yeah, it tastes totally fine," but so I'm totally cool with it. Like kind of like Rocky Mountain oysters, or like it's pig balls, but people are like, "Oh well, I don't know what this is."
Yeah.
They're knifing into it, and they're fucking taking forkfuls. Sorry,
Yeah.
forkfuls of fucking food in their mouth. And they're like, "Oh, well, I don't know what that is." So
like,
it tastes delicious.
Yeah, but I thought this was interesting because so many people are like, there's fluoride in the water, which, hey, if you're listening, it's good for your fucking teeth.
That's why English people have really bad teeth.
Because there's not fluoride in the fucking water.
It's because fluoride is not in the English people.
If you want to look like Austin Powers, good fucking luck to you.
cool.
Dad. But yeah, no, you put fluoride in the fucking water. Yes, there's benefits, but you can get
You don't look like Austin Powers.
You can get cancer by looking at fucking grass nowadays, so it doesn't fucking matter. So anyway,
Apparently, yeah.
I mean, everything causes cancer, but
Yeah.
basically, I guess I just kind of brought that up to be like, there's an entire generation that basically ate a candy bar infused with cow blood, and I mean,
In Russia.
in Russia.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, it's in Russia, and I mean, you could look at them and say whatever you want, but they're fine.
They're Slavic, yeah. they're more resilient than what you'd.
Zuga Black. So I don't know what that means, but it's, okay.
Da.
Da. But anyway, there's only two more stories I got, and they're probably there's one that I could probably say is going to cause a discussion, and another one that probably won't.
Okay.
So I'll start with the one that is going to cause a discussion, because the other one I have no idea why I picked
Okay.
it. El Chapo's wife, the
Alright.
most famous fucking drug lord ever,
Okay.
is having trouble trademarking his name for a clothing brand.
Oh my god. Okay, hold on. How
She's trying.
how recent is this?
This article came out within the last week.
Oh,
so
God.
she's probably been trying to. And I'm assuming, don't fucking quote me on this, but like she's
1% correct.
1% correct. But she's been trying, and like maybe she succeeded, but she's been trying to turn her husband's notoriety into a clothing brand.
Okay.
This man.
It's for sustainability of her well-being
Sure.
to make money.
Yeah.
Because obviously he doesn't sell drugs anymore, so she's got to stay afloat.
She's
and
trying to
make money.
She's
and-
trying to make a clothing brand off the guy that got famous for wearing a wife beater and crawling through sewers.
Oh god.
So I mean, okay, he didn't get famous for that, but El Chapo was one of the most famous drug cartel lords, if not the most famous in history.
Pablo Escobar.
Okay, Pablo Escobar, whatever. Don't fucking come kill me. But I'm saying, like, they had El Chapo was in a fucking rap song, and so the thing is, it's like, at what point do you stop being a villain and become a superstar? Because now we look back at like Ted Bundy and all these fucking crazy people.
So I want to quote this really douchey fucking quote, and it's like...
You're going to quote yourself?
No. But no, it's like you're a superhero long enough until you see yourself you stay
you
alive.
either live long enough to
Yeah.
you die a hero or
You
live
live
long enough to people know what we're saying because it's the most quoted thing in the world.
You
die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become a villain. That's what you're saying.
and that's what you literally just were talking about.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's like, so El Chapo, if you fucking walked to the mall and saw El Chapo jeans, wouldn't you feel like that's a little cooler than the Gap?
Okay, I have two things to say about that.
Yeah, my El Chapo shoes.
One, I would say that's probably cooler than the Gap.
Mm-hmm.
Two, I would not buy it. And then on top of that,
You wouldn't support El Chapo's wife.
no,
you
I
sick
fucking
fuck.
I don't give a fuck. So on top of that, I feel like that is a really specific market that they're going for.
I guess.
Okay, so most television goes towards 18 to 30-year-olds, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, like they market towards most 18 to 30-year-old males.
Mm-hmm.
El Chapo brand jeans
Uh-huh.
is probably going to market towards 18 to 30-year-old Hispanic males.
Okay.
That, to me, correct me if I'm wrong, but would seem like an even more specific
A specific marketing group.
marketing group. Yeah, exactly.
Like a specific
you would-
audience.
Because if you're marketing to just 18 to 30-year-old, regardless of race, I feel like El Chapo brand, like, I'm not trying to be racist, but like El Chapo brand jeans is gonna gear more towards Hispanics.
But the problem is El Chapo has become such a fucking figure in the rap albums and all that stuff. Like, I can't think of the word.
So you're saying is like hipsters and people that think they're cool are gonna go towards that, just not Hispanics.
I'm saying I would rock a pair of El Chapos on my feet.
Because you're a douchebag.
Yes.
All
But
right.
okay, but here's the
I mean,
thing.
that's fair.
But here's the thing.
You admitted you're a douchebag. It's not cool.
I'm the first one to admit it, but I'm
Yeah,
saying,
exactly.
would you buy a pair of Charles Manson socks?
No.
Yeah. Okay, well, you're wrong. But no, it's like, you're fucking. I'm just saying that, like, but all I'm saying is if El Chapo if his wife, which let me fucking look up.
Okay, I'm just saying if Charlie Manson's fucking son was like, oh hey, we're gonna start a brand called fucking Charlie Manson fucking head tattoos.
Yeah.
Would you go
The
and get a
swastika.
fucking head tattoo?
Well, I don't
Exactly.
think that's not the same.
Fucking exactly.
I can
it's gonna limit the market.
I can take
It's
off
go-
the pants.
But it's gonna limit that market to the
No.
point where it's like only fucking the fucking Arabian or oh my god, I'm so bad quoting this. I'm making a bad argument.
Stop, yeah.
The Aryan Brotherhood, to where they're only getting the fucking swastikas on their forehead. That's gonna limit your market.
Okay.
Am I wrong?
But a pair of jeans with Charles Manson's face on the ass of it might sell because you have edgy teen. I'm just saying, if you have a fucking shoe that says El Chapo on the tongue, I'm just saying it could sell. That's all I'm saying. It could sell, but I'm just
okay. I mean, I could see that.
Yeah,
I'm just saying that's a limited market compared to.
It is, but so is fucking everything.
I mean, yeah.
It depends on how cool it is.
Yeah.
You know, if you see LeBron James come out in El Chapo fucking tank tops, you're gonna probably buy one because he's a fucking role model. That's all I'm gonna say.
Whereas, you know, like people that are into basketball are not gonna buy it. Yeah. Okay. That's a limited market, but where people are more into football versus basketball, yeah, just because LeBron's endorsing.
Sure.
Yeah, it's a limited market. Yeah, but I also understand what you're saying.
If you get the right person, to wear something, you know, I'm gonna quote Kanye, which is I still think is a genius. He, you know, Lady Gaga,
fish sticks or what?
Fish sticks. You know, as he said, I'm gonna quote it the best I can at this time at night with this many beers in me. Lady Gaga is the face of Polaroid. I like some of Lady Gaga's music. What the fuck does she know about cameras? Because if you can communicate the product, you can sell the product. I'm not saying that in fucking a year we're going to have El Chapo fucking stores next to the fucking American Eagle, but I am saying that it's weird to think that you think of these people as like they are so infamous. How much pull they have the Ted Bundy tapes on Netflix now. Every fucking white woman loves wine and watching murder, true crime mysteries. You have
True crime.
Yeah, true crime. I'm sorry. So you have like El Chapo, this fucking man that if you sat down in a room with him and he told you some of the shit that he's ordered and some of the shit that he's had his men do, it would blow your fucking mind. So all I'm saying is, yeah, I'd rock a pair of his fucking shoes. Come on.
When it comes down to it.
But anyway, the last thing I'm going to say on this is the quote is, the reason she's having so much trouble is it violates public order, morality, and good manner laws. So you're not...
Ethically, yeah, you could... It's borderline.
Yeah.
However, capitalistic... sense of it.
I
mean, more power fucking to you.
America,
yeah. It's a fucking huge capitalistic country.
So I had two more. I'm gonna skip one because
what's no, hold on. Let's
okay.
Go for it.
The other one is there's a school that, god damn it, let me find it. There's a school that in Illinois is facing controversy because. I have plenty. We're talking about beer. There's a school in Illinois that's facing controversy, and I can't name the school because it took the stalls off of the doors off of the stalls off of the men and women's restroom.
Oh God!
So you're
no
just
privacy.
Yeah, there's no privacy, and they says it stems from this because there was a note written on the bathroom stall door like you would do back in the day.
So like graffiti.
Yeah, sure.
Quote unquote graffiti.
A fucking kid with
vandalism.
a kid with a pencil that wrote something while he was taking a shit is what we should call it.
I've been to plenty of bars and I've seen.
Yeah, but anyway,
countless...
it threatened the school shooting.
Okay,
go ahead. It threatened the school shooting.
Uh-huh.
The note that was written on there threatened the school shooting. So this fucking school was saying, "Oh well, we'll just take the fucking doors off the stalls," which
it seems a little extreme.
Which to me, how does that solve anything?
It seems really extreme.
But how does it solve anything? And then women, God bless them, what if it's the time of the month. And so now they're letting them use the nurses' bathroom for their lady parts.
Issues.
Yeah. But I don't know. I didn't expect to get a lot from this, but it's just crazy to me to think some kid that's probably memeing the fuck out of himself was taking a shit and had a pencil in his pocket and was like, I'm fucking bored, and just wrote on the stall don't fucking come to school on April blah blah blah, or you're all gonna get Columbine. Which school shootings are not a joke, and I understand that you need to take precautions to this. But what would taking the doors off the stalls fucking do for you?
It's not gonna benefit.
It's not gonna do anything.
No.
It's not gonna do a single fucking thing.
Well, I remember when I was in middle school, which was
years ago, you old fuck.
17 7 or 8 years ago.
Okay,
whatever.
I thought that's where you were going.
Well, because I was in high school, I graduated 6 years ago, so...
We graduated in 13. About 13. Me and you, I believe, graduated in 13. So we would be in 2008.
2008 was when I was in middle school. 2006.
Don't quote me on that math.
So 13 years ago. Yeah, it was... I mean, fuck, man. It was 13 years ago. There was some kind of letter or list that people were going to get shot, at my middle school.
Uh-huh.
And they had this precaution where they literally was just like, oh, hey, you guys should take the day off. Well, it was that big of a deal.
Well, at least they didn't take the stalls off of your door.
They didn't take the stalls off of our door, our bathroom doors, but they were like, hey, this is a serious enough issue. And this was before any of the school shootings. Obviously it wasn't before a decade and a half ago.
Yeah, the big one it wasn't before.
It was, they were just like, hey, we're gonna send all you guys home because there was apparently a list in the trash can that a police or a security officer,
a dumpster diver
at the time was an off-duty police officer from the city, came and was a security officer at the school. He found it, and there was a whole list of students of quote unquote who they were gonna shoot.
You
blah,
think
blah.
you think it was the same cop that showed up drunk to the breathalyzer test?
That
He
would
was
be
just
that
like,
would be hilarious.
This trash can looks like it got some pretty good shit. And whoa, a list of kids that are gonna fucking die. But no, like,
And so he was like, "Well, I'm gonna grab these beers out of the trash can, drink them, and I'm gonna go to this fucking thing."
but I don't know. I read it and I just kind of thought like, oh man, there's a note on the wall that says that there's gonna be a school shooting. Better take the doors off the stall. Like, you know, I don't know. It just goes to show.
You don't understand how you connect from point A to point B.
I just, you know, and we live in this fucking world, and we live in these work conditions and schools where none of the thinking seems to make sense. And this is one of the prime examples where I don't know what the hell having people shit with no privacy is going to cause. Because
and this is where I am glad that I'm not a high school chemistry teacher.
I'm just glad I'm not in high school. I don't know what the chemistry. Oh, because Breaking Bad. Because you would make meth. Welcome to 2019, where Curtis is finally watching Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
Way to catch up with the rest of society. Okay, so last one, and then we'll get into what everyone tuned in for.
What's that?
The Dead Magicians. On April 5th, God rest his soul.
Oh, God.
And this was the headline.
Hey, that's coming up.
April 5th is passed.
I think you said May 5th. All right.
No. This was a.
I've had a little bit of beer.
This is apparently, according to Curtis, this is a news headline from the future. No.
Oh, God.
Yeah, in April 5th, you know, this was the headline.
Okay.
Man accidentally drowns while mowing his lawn. I'm so sorry.
Is that like a dry drowning or like?
No. He was.
How did he drown?
He was mowing next to a body of water, took the turn a little sharp, lawnmower fell on him, and he fucking couldn't get up.
Okay, so hold on. I've got a couple questions.
Okay. I have probably not a lot of answers.
Was it a push mower?
No,
it was a riding mower.
It was definitely a riding mower.
And so you're like on a fucking lawn mate. I don't even know.
Yeah, John Deere. I don't care what
John
it
Deere.
was.
Okay, yeah, let's say you're on a John Deere.
It's your fault, John Deere.
90-degree turn fucking type of lawnmower, and then he just takes the turn too sharp.
Yeah, and it was probably on an incline next to like a lake or a body of water. It fell, and
see, okay, the issue I have with that is I've mowed some lawns with like a 90-degree turn lawnmower. They don't just tip over nothing.
So you're saying
he's
got murdered?
No. I'm not saying that. He's got to be going full fucking speed.
Hey, he might have
on
been.
that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Where he's like, you know what? My wife told me I'm about to get some pussy
fucking lawn
in 45 minutes. If I don't get this lawn mowed in 30 minutes, I'm not getting any. And so he might have been going fucking full-fledged where he's pushing the fucking, the pedal to the metal. And then he literally turns and they just happen to be on some type of property where there's like a lake or a pond.
A suburb.
Right next door. And like a retention pond.
Sure.
In a suburb, what you're saying. So he takes the turn way too fast, and somehow that, like, to me, even then, that's just so crazy. He flipped the fucking lawnmower and it landed on top of him, and he drowned because he's mowing his lawn too fast.
I mean, you've heard of Murphy's Law.
Any bad thing that's going to happen to you is going to happen to you.
And you've heard of coleslaw. It's a side at KFC.
No.
It's it's thinly sliced cabbage.
You had me speechless there for a second.
But anyway, I just wanted to say, one day you're mowing your lawn, and one day you ain't no mow.
Notice I didn't fucking laugh. Oh my god.
That's because you're a heartless.
Katie's about to fucking cry laughing.
Okay.
She's laughing so
I
fucking
will
hard
admit,
right now.
I can't take full credit for that. It was a top comment on Reddit. I'm sure if we ever get famous enough, that guy will sue for reprimandation. But anyway,
cease and desist.
Yeah, but whatever. So when you're mowing your lawn, make sure you're gonna be able to do it again because you don't want to do it no mo. So anyway,
oh my fucking god!
I thought it was funny.
That
It was pretty funny.
I mean, whatever.
It was kind of funny.
It was kind of funny.
All right, so what's your last story?
Man, fucking, I don't even know anymore. I'll try to find it because I've been drinking so fucking much. Okay, so I got it right here.
All right.
So we're on our last beer,
Yep.
and this will not be able to be a thing
Well,
for...
not your last one. But
Okay, whatever.
my last one.
I'll drink that when we're done. So here's what I'm going to do. What everyone turned in for? Dead magicians. The magicians that have died on stage. So today's story about Chung Ling So.
Chung Ling So
Was his stage name. His
Okay,
real
what was
name
his
was
real name?
William Esworth. He was
Oh,
an
God.
American.
What the fuck?
He performed in Yellowface.
Oh, hold on. So he
He was a white man that performed in Yellowface.
yellow face.
Yeah, not blackface.
So he put on a white
Yeah.
like mask and then put like really heavy eyeliner on.
Sure.
So, like mask like the Asian.
Because he was. I mean, looking back, he performed. Yeah, okay. William Ellsworth Robinson.
Okay.
So that was his full name. Robinson performed in Yellowface, trading on racist notions of Oriental.
Did he get a lot of shit for it?
I mean, it was back in the day. I can't exactly tell
How
you.
long
these.
ago?
1918.
1918. So like 100 years ago.
Yeah, exactly. 101 years ago.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if we want to be exact. So, he performed a long time ago. And he did the famous, which everybody knows, catching the bullet in your mouth.
Ooh.
Everyone knows that, you know.
I mean, it's tricky, yeah.
You know, I mean,
Sure.
I mean, it's impossible. It's magic.
Yeah.
So, he called it condemned to death by boxers, so it had a nice Chinese ring to it.
Oh, God.
So, the thing is, he always spoke broken, it wasn't even real, broken Chinese, Japanese, whatever you want to call it. You know how we always
English.
say. Yeah, but you know how everyone's racist.
So he spoke like
Ching bong chong hong chong bong.
yeah,
Racist
like
shit,
the
yeah.
South Park type of
Yeah.
Oh, God.
May I take your order, please? And so, like,
May I take your order, please?
so the thing is, the basic understanding of how this trick worked is he had a double barrel that could fire one at a time.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? And so one of the barrels was loaded with a blank.
Okay.
The other one was loaded with a real bullet, which we would show the crowd.
Okay.
He would load the thing. He would probably have the bullet in his mouth.
I'm already seeing where this is gonna go.
Okay, so where do you think it's going to go?
This dead magician obviously died because they fired the wrong bullet and he shot him in the
Wrong.
fucking
I
face.
thought that true. I thought that as well. The problem was,
Okay.
what did he call himself? Chung Lung So
Enlighten me.
was so fucking lazy he never cleaned the gun.
Oh, God.
So there was a buildup of gunpowder in the blank that he never fucking cleaned. And so they fired the blank one time. The gunpowder triggered so much that it fired the other one. Fucking shot him. And they said that this was the only English phrase he uttered on stage. Oh my God, something happened. Lower the curtain. Because it shot him in the fucking lung. So it was the trick. He's performed it 1,000,000 times. He's up there on stage, yellow face, acting Asian, bong chong ching, showing fucking people this real bullet, loads it in the right or left barrel, whatever one you prefer. There's a blank in the opposite barrel. He has his assistant pull the trigger because he's performed this trick 200 times or whatever. There's so much gunpowder loaded in that shit that he's never cleaned out that it fires the whole fucking gun and malfunctions and it blows a hole through his fucking lung. And he's dying on stage saying, "Oh my God!" So he breaks the immersion entirely and is like, something happened, lower the curtain, and he died from his injuries.
What a douchebag.
So, yeah, I mean, if you're going to be in Yellowface,
All I have to say to that is, yeah.
yeah, hey, you know
He's a fucking douchebag.
yeah, the only thing
He deserved that.
the only thing I have to say to that is
Kind of like the last episode. I mean, he was like, well,
he died saving a horse.
Yeah, I mean, he was trying to save a horse, but
I mean-
he's also a douchebag.
Hey,
But anyways, this guy, though.
Yeah. I mean,
He was in Yellowface.
Yeah.
Which
1918.
unpopular to today's blackface.
I don't think that's popular either.
Well, no. Yeah, that's why I said unpopular today's.
Okay. I understand.
I mean, both are unpopular.
there you go.
Both are extremely unpopular. But
Next episode, Curtis,
I
would like to apologize for
no.
the blackface.
When you think about people putting on makeup for different races.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
instantly think of blackface.
Well, that's
but this guy's obviously, it was in the early 1900s.
Yeah.
It was yellow face. That is just. I mean, that's.
And here's the
where
thing.
the railroads. And
There's
all
his
that
picture.
shit. That guy looks African American.
I mean, whatever.
He's got an afro and everything.
He literally, that's a hat.
That's a hat.
Obviously, it's a hat.
That's dead air.
Well, looks like we're signing off with that one.
No, that's dead air because I just can't. Anyways, you think about a guy that's just in a racist face and he does that type of trick. I mean, that fucking sucks.
Yeah, I mean that's
Yeah,
I
that
mean,
fucking sucked
I'm
for
not.
you, man.
I'm not saying in 1918 it was more right, but I understand why it was more widely accepted. But the last thing I'm gonna say on that is Bing Bong Ching Chong. Don't fucking shoot.
Don't fucking shoot yourself. Man.
Clean your guns and don't be racist. But that's all the fucking stories I have. And there's your daily dead magician. I don't have any more dead magicians. I'll probably be able to do that for like 7 or 8 more episodes before I burn myself out, and then I'll have to work on some other dead thing that brings joy to children and people.
Definitely.
So,
Definitely,
how
man.
about we clink our beers?
Yeah.
And then we get the hell out of here because this has ran
We got
an hour.
Oh, this is Wade.
Yeah,
Oh.
we didn't even expect it to go this long. That's why I was going to skip a story, but you insisted. So how about I just sign off with saying, this has been Bottle Buddies. Go ahead and stay drunk. And
Hey,
oh, no.
Before we close, we got to plug
What are we going to plug?
your cousin's beer
Oh,
shop.
God.
Yes.
Not yet.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
okay, here's what I'm going to do. Here's what we'll do. My cousin owns a beer shop. I own
A beer bar.
I own bars.
Specifically a beer bar
Yeah.
where they only serve beer.
I don't know about that.
Right?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
See, here's the thing. This is what I'm going to say. Next week, we'll look it up. I'll look up everything about it.
Okay.
He lives in another fucking state. He's been on Food Network, and recently this bar was named best brewed bar in the country. And so I'm good at burp.
According to USA Today.
Yeah, according to USA Today, which I mean it's USA, so fuck you.
Yeah.
But so that's a pretty big accomplishment. Let
Yeah.
me look up everything about him so I can get all the information right. I don't want to do it at this time of night when I've already had this many drinks in, so I'll do it next time and we'll plug them and it'll be all fun.
Yeah.
So it's 2. This isn't too late, so I'm sure we're gonna sit here and talk for a while without the mic. So let's go ahead and, like I said, cling the beers. I'll say my catchphrase, and I'm going to go take another piss.
Definitely.
So here we go. Go ahead and clean that. Stay drunk, and have an awesome night, day, or whatever you're listening to this on. I'm going to go take this piss.
Yeah. Good night, everybody.